What? Zhuo Fan's face fell and gnashed his teeth. I knew the punk was born a cripple with lacking elements. But now I see even his brain is screwed on wrong. He dares to touch my girl. Sensing the seething hatred seeping from Zhuo Fan, Daner was in shock from fear. Yet for some reason, his towering bloodthirst gave her a sense of safety. Kui Lang patted Zhuo Fan's shoulder to cool him down. Just what happened exactly? Please tell us everything so we can save them. Well, Daner nodded and began. After the Double Dragon gathering, we got back to the sect. The day barely ended, and some elders came to us in the dead of night to seal some of my sister's cultivation, then put them in a room with the sect leader and the young master. That was when we knew that the 4-element cycle array was all to heal the young master's illness for lacking elements. The only reason we went to Double Dragon Gathering was to test the limits of the 4-element cycle array, whether it fit the bill. Only in a life-and-death battle would the power of this array be brought out. The elder found it eligible, so they took our sisters to cure the young master. Shuanger hurriedly asked, "Cure how?" The 4-element cycle array relies on maidens with elemental constitutions to draw out their power and purify the young master's body to rebuild his elemental balance. Finally, Daner blushed as she spoke in a lower tone, using a maiden's blood to draw out the 5 elements and completely cure the young master. Zhuo Fan's hand pulverized a rock nearby. In other words, the perverted young master wants King Kang's body? Not just that. Wiping her tears, Daner sobbed. It would be fine if it were just curing young master, since we were dedicated to this, and we've also seen young master grow up. Bearing some sacrifices to save him was acceptable to us, but I never thought. What? They all asked. Daner's sobbing grew louder. Young master actually sucked out all of Sister Kinger's spirit and soul. He was so scary. Kinger became a dried husk, and even sect leader looked shocked. This is a demonic art of stealing yin to further yang. The punk has turned demonic. Zhuo Fan's brow shook, his teeth clenched. I fear that ever since that little town he's been like this, ever since Yan Mo drew him to the demonic path. But Yan Mo is a demonic cultivator, and he's used in this matter. Unlike Zhu and Xiaoyu, who has no restraint being so new to it all. So that's why, it's all Yan Mo's fault. Shut it. Seeing Daner sobbing, Zhuo Fen glared at her. The righteous path means to be above everything, to be an ascetic. One shouldn't fall prey to the demonic nature so easily. Yet desire has taken hold of his heart, and it was just a matter of time before he fell. Yan Mo was only a trigger. It was his twisted heart who was tested in the end, and it was found lacking. Now whose fault was it? Daner's heart shook and closed her eyes in silence. Zhuo Fan frowned and sighed. How are the girls? And how did you get out? Sister King Cheng seemed to have seen this coming and was prepared. She held a poison pill in her mouth. The moment they force her, she would take it. She said she had an agreement with you 6 months later. If you weren't there after this time, she would do what the sect leader asked. If you arrived and gave her an answer, she would be able to rest in peace. And she's also protecting the others. Daner sobbed. Then we had our cultivation sealed, but we could still move. Sister King Cheng seemed prepared, since one day she took us to the permafrost cave. There was senior sister Han Chawning in a wall there, and she broke through it to unseal our cultivation. We killed our way out afterward, but the elders blocked us. Only I managed to escape while the others got caught. What, Chawning? Kui Lang cried out. Daner looked at him and nodded. Senior sister Chawning was the previous wielder of permafrost. She should have been one of the girls in the 4-element cycle array. But after hearing of her sect rule violation 2 decades ago, for colluding with demonic cultivators, she was cast out. Why else would the sect throw away such a rare water constitution like hers? In the end, the sect leader had looked high and low for a replacement, thus coming with Sister King Cheng. Chawning, Kui Lang's eyebrow shook. How is she? Daner shook her head. I don't know. After I got away, they were caught. But I believe Sister Chawning knew what was going on, so that must be why Sister King Cheng was prepared. After all, Sister King Cheng had been in contact with Sister Chawning ever since she came to the sect and inherited permafrost. Closing his eyes, Kui Lang shook all over. gnashing his teeth and showing his deep worry. Zhuo Fan slammed his heavy hand on his shoulder. Kui Lang started and looked at Zhuo Fan's dark and scary face. Is Han Channing your girl? Zhuo Fan squinted. Don't worry, King Cheng is smart. Since she can save one person, she can save many. In any case, without your girl, I would now probably be late to the rescue. I alone have no chance of getting to girls out. But now, since there's still time before the appointment, it's enough to send a team in and take down Mystical Heaven Sect. Kui Lang shuddered and looked at Zhuo Fan in amazement. Daner was also shaken up. Mystical Heaven Sect was one of the 9 sects in Western lands. While conflicts between them existed, an all-out war was out of the question. Not when it would draw Double Dragon Manor's attention. No one was about to take such a blame. Yet Zhuo Fan, in a fit of anger, didn't care about these things. Even if the consequences would be dire, that would be then. If he did not do this, he would regret it for as long as he lived. Zhuo Fan was seeping with bloodthirst, shocking everyone around him. Daner was even more dazzled by his aura. This guy's insane, but also a mover and a shaker. Two elderly in white flash before the group, in the 4th layer of ethereal stage. It's Elder Li and Elder Chang, Daner cried out in fear. The elders showed mocking smiles. Seeing Kui Lang was the strongest at 2nd layer of ethereal stage, they thought they were easy pickings. Daner, you dumb girl, did you really think you could escape Mystical Heaven Sect? One elder looked at her with contempt, yet he did not finish as the sky was filled with blood. Gone was his presence, as was his irritating voice. In his place was a huge scarlet dragon, Zhuo Fan's almighty Scarlet Dragon King. Its sharp claw clenched the tenderized flesh, spreading the bloody smell as it squirted what blood it had left. On that dragon was Zhuo Fan in his cold, dead eyes. In a singular strike he wiped a 4th layer ethereal stage expert off the face of this world, destroyed in body and soul. The other elder was close to having a mental breakdown. Daner was standing there in shock at Zhuo Fan's action. She knew Zhuo Fan was strong, but she didn't think he would let anger take him to the point he would not let the others even speak. It only showed how much Chu Qingkang's plight grated on his nerves. Heaven Dragon Soul, Almighty Scarlet Dragon King. The elder looked on in shock, shaking all over. You're the one young master talked about, the freak at the Double Dragon Gathering. Demon scheming sex Zhuo Fan. Smirking, Zhuo Fan mocked. Right in one guess, though I have no prize for you. Bam! With another loud noise, the almighty Scarlet Dragon King's other claw slammed down, crushing him before he even got a chance to wail. His guts and everything sprayed all over the place.